Hey EF, I'm Rachel Horn. I'm 17, I'm from Ohio, and I'm a global citizen. A citizen is somebody who lives in a particular place, but being a global citizen is so much more. Being a global citizen means becoming, being, and doing, and living in a way that changes lives for the better. I love to teach and mentor people, and for this reason, education is really important to me. On a recent humanitarian trip to Peru that I took this past summer, I got to see how education changed the lives of the people that I got to serve. The program that I went there with initially began in Peru because they were doing more construction on the elementary schools there because overcrowding was such an issue. There are so many issues around the world that have to be solved for the future of our students. I conducted a survey at school to see what other students around me thought were the biggest problems that needed to be solved around the world in terms of education. After conducting the survey, most students believed that illiteracy was the most important problem that needed to be solved around the world. So, as one person, how could I do something that could affect people locally, globally, be feasible, and innovate education in a lasting way? After learning that illiteracy was the biggest problem around the world, it made me realize that we need to go back to square one. The most innovative thing that we could do for education wasn't in creating grand new technologies or implementing completely different curriculums. The most innovative thing that we can do to advance the world in education is to help everyone gain an education. My innovative idea is to have schools create humanitarian and sponsor a child clubs. These clubs will help students be able to help kids and raise awareness for situations that need to be solved both globally and locally. The clubs will collaborate with organizations that are designed to help kids gain education and financial aid throughout the world. Many students around the world are unable to attend school because of the lack of financial support that they have. In these clubs, we will be able to give them that support. At the beginning of the year, students will be able to help kids gain an education by paying membership fees. These membership fees will pay for the sponsorship of kids. Students will be able to choose children that they want to sponsor. When students come to club meetings, they'll be able to speak to the kids that they're sponsoring, and they'll also learn more about the countries that they're from and other problems besides education that need to be solved in those areas. Students will have the door of success and opportunity open to them through gaining an education. They'll also have hands-on experiences locally in serving other people. Students will be able to meet in places such as soup kitchens, blood drives, and they'll also host book and clothes drives. By joining these clubs, students will be able to find new hobbies. They'll be able to find new interests that they had before and do other humanitarian work to aid kids locally. Students will be making a huge impact, not just on the lives of the people that they're helping, but also on their own lives. It helps kids make a difference around the world in ways that they weren't able to before. It creates opportunities and open doors for students to become volunteers and to be able to feel like they're making a difference in helping people around the world. My innovative idea not only helps to solve problems of education around the world, but also creates more global citizens who will be able to grow up and do the same because of the inspiration that they receive. My innovative idea has a rippling effect because it helps people locally and around the world. It helps kids gain a better education, or an education in the first place. It helps kids find passion and service, and it helps other kids become global citizens also, by being more aware and caring more about the issues around the world. With so many global citizens impacting the world and causing change, there will be nothing that we won't be able to overcome.